Chevy Trailblazer, 1.2 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine. And the way I could tell that was by looking on here, and then I could tell which engine it had. Here we go. Here we go. It's all about comfort and drivability. The steering wheel, for me, I don't like this, so it was hard for me to hold down here when I wanted to, rest my hands down here. You also couldn't see through here to see the gauges like I felt like you should be able to. That I did not like either. As far as the gear shifter, I love the gear shifter. I love this old-fashioned, for me, this is great. The armrest was great too. Look at all my coffee cups. It's kind of embarrassing. The armrest was great. The seat did it for me. The seat did it in a negative way. There was no lumbar support on this seat. To get back and up, you had to either go real far back or you had to go real far up. There was no in between. So the seat, and I had to drive for oh my gosh, I was driving for hours and hours and hours and hours. So the seat, I remember leaning forward. I was like, oh my gosh, there's no lumbar support in this car at all. I don't want to base the fact that this little Chevy Trailblazer had a very uncomfortable seat with other Chevys. I want to still rent some Chevys. I'm not a big Chevy person because I've always driven Ford. So for me, renting a Chevy was a little different than I'm used to. The Trailblazer, the trunk for storage if you have a family, was great. I didn't mind the cloth seats. That's not a problem for me. The heater was fine. Basic stuff. I don't mind things that aren't fancy. I had a really hard time with the CarPlay in here, and at first I thought it was my phone, but I realized it was actually the CarPlay in this car. It took a long time to hook in, and then also when it would boot you out, I'd have to turn everything off in the car and turn everything back on, even if I was parked. And it took me a long time to engage with CarPlay. It was very sporadic. I really do feel like it was this car. It just was really hard to hook in. Other things about this car, the hood, when I was driving, was kind of going because the wind was blowing it, and I was like, oh my gosh, is the hood going to blow up? I checked, the hood was secure, and it just is not a sturdy car. The steering wheel has a lot of give, so it's like a loose steering. It doesn't hug the road at all, and I did not like that. When I pushed my foot on the gas, it was like a late response, so I was so nervous because there was a lot of traffic in North Jersey, and I had to pull out just to get on the highway and speed up. And it just felt like everything was delayed. So I was very aware of that when I was driving. I was like, okay, Petra, this car is not going to have the oomph that you need to get out in front of like a big truck in a quick manner. So you need to be really careful. I rate my cars on two things, For me, it's comfort and drivability. So I am sadly going to give this a number 2 for comfort, simply because of the seat I felt like this uncomfortableness of the seat actually disturbed my drive. I had to lean forward. I had to wiggle around. I just did not like the seat. Oh, I don't like the steering wheel. Didn't like that either. So I'm giving it a 2. Sorry about that truck behind me. Anyway, I gave it a 2 for that. Drivability, I'm going to give it a 2 as well, because like I said, I had to worry about so not the trunk, the hood. The hood was and overall, I'm gonna give it a 2. And would I rent it again? No, not this one.